participant on stage on National Creativity Competition 2023 and all audiences. My name is Faiqa Rizqia from BUDI UTOMO PERAK Junior High School. Today, I am going to discuss about making good morals to realize Indonesia's various diversities to compete globally in the 5.0 era with the title, The Importance of Good Morals for Indonesian Youth. First of all, let's thank to Allah Subhanahu wa Ta'ala who has been giving us some mercies and blessings so that we can attend this occasion without any troubles at all. Secondly, may salawat and salam be with our Prophet Muhammad Sallallahu Alaihi Wasallam who has guided us to the right path. Ladies and gentlemen, Indonesia is famous for its natural wealth. There are many countries that come to see it in person. That's why Indonesia is called the best holiday paradise in Asia. Its beauty leaves a deep impression on them, and they also give a certain nicknames based on their impressions. Compiled from the books Indonesia Punya Cerita by Sejarah RI and online media networks, there are several nicknames for Indonesia. They are well known in the eyes of the world, such as country of violence, the sleeping Asian tiger, etc. Indonesia is also called the home of Komodo dragons and orangutans. Additionally, tourists who visit Indonesia think that the local people are very easy to communicate with. It is because Indonesia is one of the friendliest countries and occupies the second position as the friendliest country in the world. In fact, Indonesia is a very different country, as Indonesia is also known as the world's largest archipelago consisting of 17,508 islands and inhabited by more than 273 million people that have different ethnicity, religion, language, and culture. Despite its cultural diversity, people in Indonesia can live peacefully side by side. It is because Indonesia's motto, Bhinneka Tunggal Ika, which means unity in diversity. Even though we have different languages, beliefs, or ethnicities, we can live in unity because we are one unit, which is Indonesia. This motto being implemented since we are young and has been done until now. Moreover, it helps us to preserve our identity, especially in the midst of world development. Currently, the world is developing in all sectors, one of which is in the technology sector. This development has caused many changes in the world, including Indonesia. This development also influences the morals of the current generation. Have you ever realized that the rapid development of technology in the 5.0 era affects your daily life? In fact, we have been using it every time. For example, in communication between individuals or groups, it has become more cost-effective, easier and faster. Now you can communicate with people face-to-face, hold meetings with lots of people online, and many more online. However, some of us have been misused this development, especially the younger generation when they use gadgets. Many of them look for negative things such as pornographic, violent images, and play online games until they forget the time and miss all their activities. Moreover, with the entry of many new foreign cultures into Indonesia and quite a few young generation adopt the culture, its present will gradually erode the morals of the nation's generation. In result, this will affect their thinking and disturb their learning, which will lead to the decline of their morals. In fact, it could be said that now the morals of the Indonesian generation are showing decline, and technological advancement is the biggest reason. Meanwhile, moral is really needed for a nation to compete globally in the 5.0 era and become a prosperous nation. Therefore, as the Indonesian younger generation must be able to maintain good morals, we must be able to improve and develop good morals in our daily lives. We must be able to consider everything we do, especially those related to morals. We must improve our morals to become better. The future of Indonesia is in our hands, the successors of the older generation. In a span less than a decade, the world is growing rapidly with all its advancement. We cannot predicate what new things it will show us in the future, but we can control how much it can affect us. Therefore, We as the young generation of Indonesia must improve our morals and strive for the betterment of Indonesia's future. We as the young generation, we as Indonesian generation must always remember how important good morals are. We as Indonesian generation must always remember how important good morals are for the development of this country that we love. This nation needs us to move forward, so let's move forward together. Thank you. Wassalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.